Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on NF. It's the next one on the journey. It's called Outro. Now I really liked his intro songs, so I wonder if the outro songs are just as good. If you notice in the background, I've put a blanket over the telly because every time I did a reaction and was trying to put the graphics on, any of the band names that are black, they were just getting lost in the top of that TV there. So I threw a blanket over it so it's grey. So let's see if we can get some decent graphics on my videos. Yeah, this is Outro by NF, and let's see if yay, it's another NF song from that guy. He's back in his tape again. He's back outside. He looks like he's back outside in that place in the very first intro scene, but it's dark outside now. The first intro video where he was outside in walking down the street, if you like, in the little town, and he was all in that caution tape. So I think this may be referencing going back to there.
Dedicated, the definition of dedication. Wrote this on record while I was levitating. Sitting in my room with the pen and paper. I'm innovative. They've been afraid of me since I was a second grader. I'm the kid on the playground. Mama told you to never play, but there's levels of music and I'm in the elevator, going up to the top floor. Look how we elevated. But you don't know the brand by now. You better get educated. Take both of my arms, rip them out of sockets to separate them. Forgive me, yeah, I know I get animated. Don't matter, I still write a better record than yours without a hesitation. Never been more motivated. Just look at all the minds I've opened and penetrated. See, I am the voice of all these kids that think things but never say them. That's why they come to my shows wearing the NF hoodies and hats low like we're carrying weapons.
How's this for observational fire? He's wearing the same clothes. He's got the same ripped jeans. He's sat on the same chair that he sits down in the first one. And he's basically saying how dedicated he is to his music, how he's in the top tier of the genre that he's in musically. And that's what he's rapping about at the minute. And, you know, he's infecting people's brains with it because his music's so good, if you like. And, you know, it's going to be another positive message about his music.
The same. That's why they come to my shows wearing the NF hoodies and hats low like we're carrying weapons. Put the controllers away, it's game over. I promise I'm way colder. The fans keep saying that they're hungry for new music. Well, that's pretty convenient because I just made a plate for them. And I don't hear what none of y'all are saying. I just sit at the keys feeling the music. Got me thinking I'm Beethoven. The game needs a makeover. If you've been waiting, the wait's over. You ain't noticed y'all about to witness a takeover.
Oh, he's going to take over. You're going to witness the takeover. All the kids are wearing his hoodies and his hats at his shows because he knows he's good. Maybe some people have been telling him he's no good as well. He's been so good since second grade, I think he said earlier on as well.
If you've been waiting, the wait's over. You ain't noticed y'all about to witness a takeover. Yeah, they're waiting on me to match the emotion that I had in the last one. What if I don't? They gon' tell me that I'm losing my passion. If I do, am I repeating my actions? Yeah, look, how could you leave us as massive? There ain't nothing I could write that'll match that. My biggest fear writing this record wasn't putting out trash. It was disappointing myself in the fan base. Now I want you to picture.
He's so conscious about his fans, and he's always thinking he doesn't want to put an album out if it feels like trash to him. You know, he's worried about that when he's writing his songs. I don't know what he's got to worry about because this is a really good song, and I recognise those masks out of I think it was Therapy Session. Those masks are in Therapy Session that them people are wearing there. Is that to portray his family? Let me know in the comments.
Fear writing this record wasn't putting out trash. It was disappointing myself in the fan base. Now I want you to picture me. I'm in a hotel rapping, crying on the floor of the bathroom, staring in the mirror of my room, handshaking, playing How Could You Leave Us through the speakers on my iPhone, trying to figure out if I'ma always feel the way that I feel, or maybe someday I can learn to be happy, or maybe I can't be. Cause if the music ain't emotional enough, are they gonna call me a has-been?
Wow, yeah. He's emotional. Obviously, he said there, but he's emotional about his music. And if people do see through it that he's not putting emotion in his music, the climber has been. But that there just stuck out. The lyric where he says he's crying on the floor, listening to the song. Oh, what did he say it was called now? How Could You Leave Us? You know, and that's because it will hit a nerve. And you know, he's crying on the floor because of that. You know, that was a proper emotional song. And I get that. I completely get that. This guy's really troubled.
Trying to figure out if I'ma always feel the way that I feel, or maybe someday I can learn to be happy, or maybe I can't be. Cause if the music ain't emotional enough, they gon' call me a has-been. Pain's always been the root of my music. If I cut it off, how am I supposed to keep growing? If I let it go, won't my whole career be in ruins? That's when I realized this whole conversation is stupid. I never cared to impress people that don't even know me. I strike what I feel, so I started a movement trying to enjoy a career, but I don't know how to do it when I spend all of my time being afraid I'ma lose.
Yes, he doesn't write his songs for anybody else. He writes it for him because it's what he feels. And I like the little touch here where he's put his mum out of the How Could You Leave Us song in there, sat on the bed there, you know, like, and he doesn't even acknowledge her because she might be portraying that she's a spirit of her still there, but she's still in the video, if you know what I mean. This is another powerful message.
Trying to enjoy a career, but I don't know how to do it when I spend all of my time being afraid I'ma lose. But then I figured out the reason they follow me, the reason why these fans surrounding me. It's not cause I'm a rap god, I don't need you people to bow to me. All they ever did was doubt me, now everyone's proud of me. Acknowledge me and not you ain't ignoring the following. I'm just teaching them something they couldn't learn in colleges. This is for the kids feeling like they live at the bottom and every day of their lives.
Right. This song is a box of frogs because that is part of the airplane hangar out of Real. Now I did that reaction the very first NF reaction I did was Real, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone from the beginning. But no one told me because I just threw a reaction out there. But he's saying that I'm not a rap god. You don't need to bow to me and all that. He's very, very humble with his music. I like this. I like all of his songs. I think he's brilliant.
Something they couldn't learn in colleges. This is for the kids feeling like they live at the bottom and every day of their lives feel like it's darker than Halloween. Yeah, you ain't alone out there. Look around you. We got a lot of fans in here. Couple 100,000. That's what we did last year. Listen to intro 3 trying to kill my fare. They'll get that in a minute. We about to shatter the critics. I am a savage, admit it. A lot of baggage I live in. That's why the passion is different. Really don't care if they get it. We're only 3 records in it, and this is just the beginning. I'm home.
Whoa, he's only 3 records in, and this is home. This is, he's here to stay, isn't he? This guy is an absolute genius lyrically. I love his music. I love his messages. I love the way he spits it. He's just unlike anyone I've ever heard. And the drama in the music as well. I don't think I've heard a drum beat in this yet. It's all like it's like orchestral, but without the drums. It's dramatic.
Different, really don't care if they get it. We're only 3 records in it, and this is just the beginning. I'm home.
Real music for sure. Was there a bunch of keys he picked up then? I'm not sure what that's for. The Keys to the Mansion, maybe. That outro was a big trip down memory lane for that particular album because it showed you the well, not that particular album. It's I think it's his whole discography, like, because the first intro was that was the street he was sat on, and then you've got the aeroplane fuselage there that he was in Real, and you've got like his mum, from How Could You Leave Us, and it's just a real. It's like a nostalgic trip through his musical career, if you like, and he's still humble. He writes his music because he feels it. He doesn't write it for anybody else. He doesn't write it to satisfy anybody else's needs. He doesn't care if people listen to it or not. Well, he does. He wants people to listen to it, but hear it, if you know what I mean. That was the wrong thing to say. But yeah, he's very appreciative of fans, but he doesn't want them to be like bowing to him and stuff. He wants to be on the same level, just entertain them. Really, really powerful message again from NF. What a good song. And I think this is the end of that Therapy Sessions album, and now we're moving on to the next one for the next album, aren't we? It'll probably be intro 3 next, I think, if I can remember right on the list. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. If you want to support me on Patreon, then the link is down in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.